collections. And now here's the thing, you can here, you really can. You can come in here and click on all of these different categories and find a campaign that you like. You know what I'm saying? You have buyer prospects, general prospects, home and garden, lead conversion, recruiting, repeat and referral, seller prospecting. And basically, all I need you to do is come in here. Like I usually just use home and garden, okay? And you're gonna find an email campaign, see that says email? 12 email steps, date. Everybody with me? Email, 12 of them, date. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Pick one. If you wanna see what the campaign looks like, right down here it says show campaign steps. You can click on it and see each email. Okay, everybody with me? I don't really care what I don't really care what campaign you choose, but please be careful. Because like I said, there's an email version of this campaign. There's a multi-channel version, which means 6 emails and 6 direct mails. And there's a print version, which means 0 email and 12 direct mail. See what I'm saying? So make sure you pick 12 emails. Whichever one you choose, I don't really care which one. You hit choose this template. Okay? It's going to take you to these 4 steps. Step 1 is the name of it. Okay? We're going to start there. All right? We're going to rename it. We do not want to have a campaign that is your advice. That's not going to help us with our system. So what I'm going to do is just simply click on the name, and I'm going to rename this Drip Campaign Email. Everybody with me? In other words, and you can even put 4 leads and prospects if you want. Okay? And you're going to hit save and continue. I renamed the campaign. Everybody with me? I'm going to skip step 2. Whoops. There's nothing I need to do in step 2. If honestly, I'll just tell you this. If you did want to go in and start editing this, that's where you would do it. You would go to step 2 and you would say, all right, I want to change the delivery date. I want to change the email subject. I want to hit personalize and change the wording and pictures in this email. Please don't, but that's where you would do it. Everybody with me on that? That's where you make those changes, okay? Once I'm done with step 2, I'm going to move on to step 3, which is the important step. Who am I adding to this? Once again, let's go right over here where it says groups. We always do it by groups, never by person. We're going to go to groups, and what group is getting the second email? Do you remember? A lead prospect. They're the ones getting the drip campaign, right? So I'm adding the group A lead prospect, and I'm hitting save changes. So now I'm going to go to step 4. That was step 3. We did step 1, we changed the name. Step 2, we ignored. Step 3, we added the group that this campaign was created for. In this case, it was drip because they needed 2 separate 12 campaigns, right? And then step 4 is to activate it. Now, this has been coming up for a year. I can't believe they haven't fixed this yet. As soon as you click on step 4, you're going to get this weird alert that says you made edits that have not been changed. Just hit continue and move on. It's been there for a year. I can't believe they can't fix that. So now you're going to go to step 4, and in step 4 you need to do 2 things. The first thing you're going to do is right up here where it says once this contact completes, automatically add them to, you're going to switch it to none selected. We don't want it to flip over to a different campaign. So you're going to switch none selected, and then you have to check off this top box that said that you've reviewed the campaign, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And then you simply hit activate campaign. Everybody with me?
Yep.
I now have 2 campaigns turned on. I have the monthly newsletter, which is the emails, my 33 touch, my 21 touch, and it's one of the 2 emails, my drip campaign. And now I also have my second drip campaign email. So my drips are all set, and my 21 touch is all set. Is everybody with me on this?
So you only drip to the additional emails each month to leads and prospects.
Yeah, look at your cheat sheet. Your cheat sheet says your A lead prospects go on a drip campaign, right? The drip campaign is the monthly newsletter and whatever drip campaign you turned on.
Got it.
Whatever 12 direct drip you turned on.
Got it.
Okay? The 21 touch is 12 emails, which is automatically taken care of with the monthly newsletter.
Okay.
The 33 touch is another one. The 33 touch is like the drip campaign. In order for me to complete it, I need to turn on 2 campaigns.
Got it.
One email, one postcard. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay, one email, one postcard. So what I'm gonna do here, let's turn that one on. I'm gonna hit add new campaign. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna go to campaign. I'm gonna go to, I don't care, Home and Garden, whatever it may be. I'm gonna find one of them that says print,
Oh, yeah.
and I wanna make sure it's 12 touch, 12 direct, and I wanna make sure it's not the one that I just used, for an email campaign, okay? So let's scroll down, and we're gonna say, see landscaping tips, that's only 6, so that's no good. That one's 6, that's no good. Oh, that's it, okay. So let's go to a different collection. Let's try YouTube right now. That's got it. I'm used to working with a more general version of this program. So let's find a campaign. Come on. Okay, none of the general prospecting come in dates, so we can't use that one. What if we do all collections, and we do date campaign, okay? And I'm looking for one, okay, here we go, that's what I wanted. So you're gonna leave it at, this, I thought it was gone. Leave it at all collections, date campaign, holiday postcards. As you can see, it's 12 direct mail steps. Everybody see that? And what this is, every month it sends you a postcard for whatever holiday is that month. And like in spring, it'll send you a spring postcard because it's a real holiday that month. We're gonna hit choose this template, and we're gonna do exactly what we did on the last one. We're gonna go to step 1. We go to step 1 right up here, and we're gonna change the name of this. This is the postcards for the 33 touch, actual mail out postcards. So I'm gonna call this 33 touch postcards. Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
I hit save and continue. Do I need to do anything in step 2?
Only if you need to.
Only if you need to and you really don't need to. So generally we ignore step 2. Step 3,
Group them.
there you go. We're gonna say, what group is this for? So who's this for?
33.
33 touch. Why not the 21 touch?
Cannot
Because
afford
we
it.
don't send postcards to
Cannot
people.
afford it.
Can't afford it. Yeah, we don't send postcards to the people in the 21 touch. That's why, right? And then we hit save changes. And then we go to step 4. Okay, we go to step 4, and again, we're going to ignore this alert. We're just going to hit continue. We're going to change monthly newsletter to
No.
none selected. And then we're going to check off this top box. And then we're going to hit activate campaign. Now, one of 2 things will happen. Either it's going to work, or it's going to tell you, hey, you haven't put a credit card in there yet. So it's, we're going to save the campaign, but it's not active, okay, until you do. Okay, everybody with me on that?
Yeah.
So as you can see, mine is in there because, look, here it is. All right, everybody with me on this?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what we've done. Whether you realize it or not, if you go to your cheat sheet, all right, let's go to the first name on the cheat sheet, leads and prospects, right? So now as soon as somebody goes onto the group, A leads and prospect, they're gonna go on our drip campaign. And our drip campaign is this one right here, the drip campaign email for leads and prospects. And they're gonna go on a monthly newsletter, 2 emails a month. That's what a drip campaign is. Everybody with me on that?
Mm-hmm.
The Sphere 21 people are just getting the monthly newsletter because you're calling them and sending them handwritten thank you notes, and then calling them again on their birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Sphere 33 people are getting an email campaign and a postcard campaign. So the email campaign is the monthly newsletter, and the postcard campaign is the one that we just made called 33 Touch Postcards. Now, if you want, you're gonna create one more campaign for your farm. And honestly, it would be the exact same thing as your 33 Touch Postcards. I would send them the same campaign. So I would just come in here, I would hit add new campaign. I'm not gonna go all the way through this. I would go to delivery schedule, date campaign, I would hit search. I would find that holiday postcards print. I would hit choose template. And when I get to step 1, I would just name it farm postcards. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
And then I would just skip step 2, add the farm to step 3, and then activate it in step 4. And guess what?
$1.
Your whole, it's actually, they're going up, I just noticed that. $1.08
Yeah.
per postcard, so they were 95 cents last time I looked. So it's going up, well, postage went up again too.
Also,
so-
also is including the post.
Oh, yeah, that's including your postage, that's everything.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, oh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
not bad.
No, not at all, not at all, no. It's still higher than it used to be, but it's good, it's doable. Everybody with me?
Yes, yes.
That's it. That's the whole system. You understand by doing this, okay, what you've done is you've set this program up to do nothing but send out your emails and postcards. That's all it's doing.
Got it.
That's all it's doing. Okay? Your job now is to make your phone calls. How do we do that?
Print them out.
We're gonna print them out, so let me show you quickly how to do that, okay? Now again, there's videos for this, so don't worry, because it's kind of a lot of steps here. We're gonna hover over contacts, you need your call list, remember we talked about that call list where you do your math and draw your lines, and here's this week's calls and next week's, right? You're gonna hover over contacts, you're gonna go to import and export contacts. You're gonna see right here, there's two tabs, one says import, one says export. You're gonna hit export, we're exporting it out of here. There's two options, contact groups, we're gonna select A sphere 21 and A sphere 33. Why? Because those are the two groups that we call, right? Contact status needs to be at all. Very important that it's at all. Everybody got that? We hit export now. And what it's going to do is create us an Excel file. You're going to hate this part. I'm not going to lie to you, but you only have to do it once every 3 months, so it's not as bad as it seems. Okay? I don't know why they don't make it easier, but the fact of the matter is they don't. And since it's once every 3 months, we're not going to worry too much about it. Okay? So what happens is I open up my spreadsheet. All right, now as you can see, I only have one name in here. It's not a big deal, but as you can see, there's a whole lot of fields here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get rid of most of these fields. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hover over the letter C. I'm gonna hold down my left mouse button. And I'm gonna phone. By the way, if you were wondering why I wanted you to put all your phone numbers under one row, it's because when you get here, I don't want you to have 3 different rows of phone numbers, and the reason is, it won't fit on one page. It won't fit on one page, okay? So I select everything but whatever one I selected, I right click and I hit delete. If I hit delete on the keyboard, it's gonna delete the words, but it's gonna keep the columns. So I right click and hit delete, and it eliminates those 3 columns. I'm gonna keep their name, I'm gonna keep their cell phone number, I'm also gonna keep their email address. Can anybody tell me why? Why do we need an email address for a call list?
Just in case if they want us to send some information.
Good guess, but that's not why we're doing it in this case. In this case, the only reason I'm doing it, I want to make sure I have their email address, because if I don't, remember I told you if you're missing information, don't go looking for it? I'm going to leave everything on here so I can see if it's missing at the end of the call. I'm going to say, by the way, Will, what's your email address? And then I'm going to write it in, and it will automatically turn on the campaign for me. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't need email address 2, I don't need looking in, I don't need average, I don't need status, I don't need agent, time frame, source. I do need the address for 2 reasons. Why do I need the address? By the way, right click,
To fill it.
delete. I need the address for 2 reasons. How come?
Post
Number-
numbers.
There you go, very good. Number 1, to make sure I have their home address if I don't have to ask them for it. Number 2, after we make the phone call, we're sending out a handwritten thank you note, and don't you want that address right in front of you so you don't have to go looking for it? Those are the 2 reasons we have the address here. So we're gonna leave address, city, state, and zip code, and then we're gonna delete everything else. Look at how many columns there are, isn't that crazy? Right click, delete. Everybody with me? Now I only have what I need here. Now, generally speaking, see how the email address is running into the next one? What is happening? If I have an address here,
It'll just.
Hold it.
You could do
okay, so you see what's happening here? If I print this list right now, what's gonna happen? I don't have the address. You see what I'm saying? I don't have it, I don't know. So what I gotta do is I need to make these
that. Stretch it.
columns bigger. Now, I can do this a couple of ways. The first way I can do it is put my cursor between the A and the B, and you see that little, I got like a plus sign? I can hold down the mouse and move it that way. But honestly, there's an easier way to do this, because I have to do it for each and every one of these. Everybody see this little triangle right here in the corner?
Actually, no, the screen's not.
Oh, okay, you're gonna have to trust me, I don't know why that's not there. There's a little, between the 1 and the A, was that?
I'm sure I can fix that.
Oh, okay, yeah, why not? Actually, I think I can. Do this.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
You all see that?
Yeah.
You see right here between the 1 and the A, there's a triangle? Click on the triangle, it'll highlight everything, and then put your cursor between A and B, and double click, and it will automatically make it as big as it needs for the longest one in each column, okay? Or you can do it one by one, which is kind of a pain, okay? We need to do one more thing. I know there's a lot of steps here, and again, I'm gonna show you a video in a minute, so that every 3 months you can follow it and do the steps. The only thing you need left now is lines, because without lines, you're gonna go freaking blind. All right, so I'm gonna highlight the whole spreadsheet, let's just say that's the whole spreadsheet. And now, everybody see this white box here, with
Yeah.
the 4 lines in it? You have this little tiny down arrow beside it, and you go to all borders, and now you have lines. And then you simply print it. Everybody with me? Now, I'm gonna get you out of here in 1 minute, let me just show you what all of the support is for all of this. You go to heygetwiththetimes.com. Now,
You what? Oh.
heygetwiththetimes.com. Now, unfortunately, I have not made videos for like general classes like this. The company that I work for, Keller Williams, uses this, so they have like their own little version of it, but it's identical to this, okay? So basically, if you need help turning on your campaigns, right here, the 2018 campaigns are here, just click on that, and you can watch pretty much what I just did here. It's gonna be kind of themed towards them, but it's the same, don't worry about it, it's the same thing, okay? This is red instead of blue, but other than that, it doesn't matter. If you want to print your call list, you watch this video right above it. So you click on this video, you watch, you will have to register on the site, it's free, and I'm not gonna call you and harass you and spam you. It's just so that when we put out new updates, like right now they change it, I'm gonna have to update the videos, you'll get an email that says the updates. You also have to remember one other thing, every year you have to update your campaigns. These campaigns end at the end of the year. So it's very important that you set yourself a reminder in 12 months to activate these campaigns again for next year. And I'll be honest with you, I use the same campaigns year after year after year. I never change them. And you know why?
You don't read it.
Nobody's reading them. They're not. I had a farming campaign. It was the cheesiest, weirdest letter. It actually said, this was in the top producer, it actually said, I am hitching my wagon to your neighborhood. It actually said that. I sent it out 6 years in a row. Not one person ever caught that I use that same letter every January. Don't worry about what you're sending. Just let it fly. Everybody with me on this? Let it go. Let go. There you go. Let go of the result. Just do what you got to do. If any of you have any questions or need any help, call Jeff. Kidding. Call Jeff for your loans. Call me if you need any help. Okay, on this stuff. Pipe down, computer. That's not what I wanted.
It's the first time volume ever came out of the.
Well, we use HDMI, so, see. All right, so my contact info. First of all, you all have the website. Hey, get
With the time.
with the times.com. My name is Greg, in case you missed it. And my phone number is area code 401-323-8700. And my email address is soldbygreg@gmail.com. Call me or email me. Don't text me. And if you Facebook me, I will block you. All right, any questions? You probably don't have any now, because you have a lot of information in one day. As you go to set this up, you may have some questions. I much prefer you ask me rather than guess.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay, call me or email me.
In
Yes.
case anybody needed the video instruction.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes. Everybody's got this? I can Are we got that?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let's go back to the website. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go ahead and get with the times. When you go to this website, oh, I did the videos.
Yeah.
Oh, you showed them?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Right
Alex,
here.
you must have fell asleep
You
at that time.
Print your call list,
Landscape.
print your call list, and the class 3 one for KW is on the second half of this class, okay? Are you with me? Oh, and by the way, anybody who's using MailChimp, there's a couple of videos here that kind of give you, they're a little dated, but they'll give you an idea of how to use MailChimp to set up a group, okay?
Okay.
But if you have questions, honestly, the easiest thing to do is to call me. Just to call me. Okay? Remember, doing this with the phone calls is no good. And again, if you like what we're doing here, the best way you can say thank you or I like that is to give Jeff loans.
Yes. Yes.